Alright, so today's video is going to be on how I think most likely Cam Newton will win the starting job for the New England's QB1 spot. And I say this because I know a lot of Patriots fans were kind of excited about Jared Stidham starting for the Patriots, thinking that he could be the future and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I feel like he definitely has the potential to, but he doesn't really have the experience yet. Although I know he sat behind the GOAT, Tom Brady, for maybe a year or two, and I mean, to be honest, I don't really think that's enough experience for a rookie to just go ahead and start for a really like hardcore team, Super Bowl champion team. I mean, it's just kind of a lot of pressure for a young person to take. So I think that's why they signed Cam Newton, not to pressure Jared Stidham even more, kind of to just let him know that he can take a break. Like he doesn't need to be forced into the offense. Like that's why they brought Cam Newton. I know that recently that Bill Belichick was talking about how they both came to training camp and how they're both going to compete for the starting job, but I don't really think that's going to change the fact that Cam Newton will most likely be the starter. So yeah, that's probably that's my opinion on what I think is going to happen. But I mean, you never know. I mean, with the Patriots, you really just never know until it really just comes to that week 1 game. So with the schedule right now, I think the first week 1 games are supposed to start September 10th, I believe, but that could be pushed back due to Corona or amount of people players who've been tested for Corona and then positive and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically my opinion on why I think Cam Newton will probably be the week 1 starter, and more things to back that up. He's pretty hyped up player until he got hurt because, MVP, took his team to the Super Bowl. Even though they didn't have the greatest performance in the Super Bowl, they had a pretty bad one, actually, really bad. But they still he still took his team, though, at such a young age. So I think that he just has the experience to do it. He just really does have the experience to take this Patriots team, lead the offense. But I'm not expecting a whole Super Bowl run from him this year. I mean, that would be great. Like, obviously, if that happens, I'm not going to complain at all. But, I mean, that's the thing. It's just a really low chance of that because the Patriots really have a lot of players sitting out, like Dante Hightower, Patrick Chung, and, like, Marcus Cannon and a couple offensive tackles, So it's going to be a pretty tough year for the Patriots. But I think they can work around it. Bill Belichick will probably use Cam Newton better than they did in Carolina as long as he stays healthy. So, you know what? Here's another theory that I just thought of. So here's the thing. If Cam Newton isn't healthy for the week 1 game, obviously they're going to start Jared Stidham because that's been his really bad problem. I think that he got hurt a lot because of the way the Carolina played with him. They ran him a lot. He went for trucks. He went hurdles. He went airborne to so many, he just did a lot of physical things that a running back or a receiver would do. So I mean, I kind of get that he's been hurt a lot, and plus I think he had his ankle twisted on purpose by the dirtiest player in the NFL. I believe his name is it Vontaze Burfict? I'm not sure, but pretty dirty player. So yeah, it really depends on Cam Newton's health. If he's healthy, ready to go, he's definitely gonna be the week 1 starter. Just mark my words on that. But if he is gets hurt during training camp or something, Jared Stidham is gonna have to step up. And I'm not saying he doesn't. I don't really think that he's gonna be that bad if he does. I just don't think he has the experience to lead the team yet or be the future. So that's basically my opinion on the Patriots. So yeah, I'll probably do a part 2 on this after we hear about training camp and how it's going and stuff when I get more information on that. So if you want to see a part 2, get this video to 120 views. That would be sick. Alright, see y'all in the next one. Bye.